Are you tired of wasting hours in empty open worlds with nothing meaningful to do? Do you miss games that actually respect your time? Games that tell a powerful story from start to finish without distractions? Well, today, I've got exactly what you need. This is 10 linear games that will end your boredom and that you absolutely must play. No filler, no unnecessary side quests. Just pure focused experiences. And we're starting strong with one of the greatest cinematic adventures ever made, God of War 2018. This wasn't just a reboot, it was a bold evolution. Kratos is no longer just a god driven by rage. He's older, calmer, and carrying the weight of his past while trying to guide his son through a harsh world inspired by Norse mythology. What begins as a simple journey quickly turns into a powerful story about responsibility, trust, and growth. The entire game unfolds in one seamless camera shot, with no cuts, keeping you fully immersed from beginning to end. Combat feels heavy and satisfying. The Leviathan axe has real impact, and every fight demands focus and strategy, not just button mashing. Most importantly, the pacing is tight. No wasted moments, every area and every boss fight feels intentional. This is what a true linear masterpiece looks like. And this is just the beginning. Next up, Resident Evil 2 Remake. If God of War was about cinematic emotion, this is about pure survival tension. You step into the ruined Raccoon City as Leon or Claire, trapped inside a police station that feels more like a nightmare than a safe haven. Every hallway is dark, every door could hide danger, and every bullet matters. This remake doesn't just improve the original, it rebuilds it with modern visuals, tighter controls, and terrifying sound design that keeps you constantly on edge. The pacing is focused and relentless. You're not wandering in a giant map, you're surviving in a carefully designed space where every shortcut, every puzzle, and every encounter feels deliberate. Limited resources, smart enemy placement, and the unforgettable presence of Mr. X hunting you down. This is linear horror done right, controlled, intense, and impossible to forget. Next on our list is one of the most haunting names in horror gaming, Silent Hill 2 Remake. This isn't just another survival game. This is psychological terror at its core. You don't just fight monsters here. You face your own fears, your guilt, your regrets. Silent Hill 2 doesn't chase you with jump scares. It creeps inside your mind. The remake rebuilds the original experience with modern visuals and sound design that amplifies every whisper, every shadow, every unsettling silence. The foggy streets, abandoned buildings, and distorted reality all blur the line between what's real and what's imagined. James Sunderland's journey isn't about defeating creatures. It's about facing the darkness inside himself. And that's what makes this experience unforgettable. This is horror that gets under your skin. Slow, unsettling, and deeply personal. We're stepping into an epic cinematic adventure with Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. Nathan Drake is older, wiser, but still brimming with charm and curiosity. This game isn't just about treasure hunting, it's about heart, loyalty, and facing the consequences of obsession. The environments are breathtaking. From dense jungles to hidden pirate havens, every location feels alive. Platforming, puzzles, and cinematic action blend perfectly, keeping you on the edge of your seat. Combat is fast, strategic, and rewarding. Every encounter pushes you to think, move, and adapt. Exploration feels like a reward itself, with secrets and hidden paths waiting around every corner. Next up, Alan Wake 2, a survival horror experience that pushes the genre into new territory. Released in 2023 by Remedy Entertainment, this sequel picks up more than a decade after the original, but it's far from a simple continuation. Alan Wake himself has been trapped in a nightmarish dimension called the Dark Place for years, where reality twists around the things he writes. Meanwhile, FBI agent Saga Anderson is pulled into a mysterious investigation that blurs the lines between investigation and nightmare. What sets Alan Wake 2 apart is its haunting storytelling. It doesn't rely only on jump scares, but on dread, atmosphere, and a narrative that feels like a psychological thriller. You explore eerie forests and foggy towns, solve chilling mysteries, and face supernatural threats with limited resources where every bullet and flashlight beam can mean the difference between life and death. Switching between Alan and Saga gives the game a layered storytelling style, where two realities intersect in unsettling ways. The visuals, sound design, and twisted environments pull you deeper into a world that feels alive and threatening. Alan Wake 2 is not just another horror game. It's an intense, psychological journey you won't forget. Next up is a game that takes exploration and danger to its wildest extremes, Shadow of the Tomb Raider. This chapter follows Lara Croft as she races against time to stop a Mayan apocalypse she accidentally unleashed. What makes this game stand out is how it blends raw survival instincts with deep exploration. Every jungle, every ruin, and every hidden tomb feels alive with mystery and danger. The environments are beautifully detailed, from lush rainforests to ancient pyramids buried in overgrowth. But beauty here never means safety. Predators, traps, and hostile factions lurk around every corner, forcing you to constantly adapt and stay sharp. Combat and stealth play hand in hand. Strike from the shadows, set traps, and outmaneuver enemies in thrilling encounters. And the tombs themselves? They're clever, layered puzzles that reward curiosity and patience. Shadow of the Tomb Raider proves that Lara isn't just a survivor, she's a force of nature. A perfect blend of story, exploration, and pulse-pounding action that keeps you invested from start to finish. And next, we're unleashing one of the most ferocious finales in gaming history, God of War 3. This isn't just another entry in the series, it's an all-out, bombastic clash of gods, titans, and pure adrenaline. Kratos storms Mount Olympus with one goal: vengeance. And from the very first moment, the game throws you into battles that feel impossibly huge and intensely satisfying. Every encounter is bigger than the last, massive bosses, towering enemies, and set pieces that redefine scale. You don't just fight monsters here, you obliterate them. The combat is brutal, fast, and deeply rewarding. Chain combos unleash devastating magic and use iconic weapons like the Blades of Exile to carve through anything that stands in your way. But beyond the chaos, there's weight. Kratos' journey is driven by rage, yes, but also by consequences, loss, and the cost of revenge. Every battle feels monumental, every victory earned, and every moment will stay with you long after the screen goes dark. Now we step into the relentless world of Sifu. This isn't your typical beat-em-up, it's a masterclass in martial arts precision. You play as a young kung fu student seeking revenge, and every fight tests your reflexes, timing, and patience. The twist? Every time you fall, time ages you, and your character grows older, tougher, but with fewer lives remaining. The combat is tight and unforgiving. One wrong move and you'll pay dearly. But that's what makes every victory so satisfying. Each fight feels earned. The dojo-inspired environments and fluid animations make it feel cinematic, while the escalating difficulty keeps your heart racing. Sifu isn't just about punching your way through enemies, it's about learning, adapting, and mastering the art of survival. It's a unique, challenging, and unforgettable experience. Next, we dive into the unforgiving world of Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice. This game is a brutal ballet of precision and timing. You step into the shoes of a lone shinobi, tasked with protecting your lord and facing deadly samurai, monstrous foes, and relentless bosses. Every encounter demands patience, focus, and mastery of parrying and counterattacks. Death isn't a setback, it's a lesson. Each fall teaches you something new, sharpening your skills as you navigate beautifully designed, perilous Japanese landscapes. The combat is fluid, fast, and unforgiving, rewarding players who adapt and think strategically. Sekiro isn't just challenging, it's a deeply rewarding journey of skill, perseverance, and ultimate mastery. Next up, we're storming into Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus, a full-on high-octane action experience. Step into the boots of BJ Blazkowicz, fighting to overthrow a tyrannical regime in an alternate 1960s America dominated by Nazis. Every mission packs intense gunplay, explosive set pieces, and relentless enemies that keep you on your toes. The story is gritty, politically charged, and surprisingly personal, giving weight to BJ's mission and the allies fighting alongside him. The gameplay rewards aggression and strategy, blending fast-paced shooting with clever use of stealth and gadgets, from epic firefights in urban streets to tight, suspenseful interior battles. Every encounter feels cinematic and thrilling. Wolfenstein II isn't just a shooter, it's a statement, a story, and an adrenaline rush rolled into one. And that's a wrap on these incredible linear games that will blow your boredom away. Which ones have you played, and which ones are on your must-try list? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to support the channel and catch more epic gaming content.